Hey guys, what's going on? So today I want to talk about TBC. So I'm actually quite excited for TBC. I wasn't originally. I think I started off thinking that it was going to be kind of lame, but considering Shadowlands is a little getting a little bit boring for me at the moment, I think the idea, similar to all of you guys, is that Shadowlands might be, sorry, TBC might be a cool reprieve. From the current meta, get a bit of a change up, similar to how Classic WoW was. I think I quit BFA in season one. I came back to BFA because I got back into the game from Shadowlands, right? So, sorry, from Classic. I'm just mixing up. There's so many different names at this point, so it's hard to keep track. Um, I'm really excited for TBC. I will be leveling a warrior. I'm leveling it as an alliance warrior gnome on Arugul. So if any of you guys are on Arugul and you are playing TBC, let me know. Hit me up. Interested to find groups and people to play with. I don't think I'll be taking it too seriously in terms of hey, I'm gonna be really like pushing rank one and like making sure I'm raiding and getting every single piece of loot so that I can max out or something. Or rushing level 70 too quickly as well. Depending on my work schedule, IRL, it's just kind of impossible to do that. So for me, the idea with TBC is I want to make content for it. I want to make warrior content. It's very nostalgic for me. I really like the idea of TBC back in the day, watching like Hoodrich videos and stuff like that. If you guys know him, the OG, if he's watching this, please make those videos again. The hype is insane from those. So I'm really excited to play TBC Warrior and sort of use it as a bit of a break from the current meta, just because I think if you take TBC too seriously, you're in for a bit of a shock. Um, Arena in general is probably a lot better on retail, even at its most unbalanced. Just because TBC has so much random gimmicky stuff, engineering, all this kind of stuff, and you just have less tools in the game to like necessarily outplay people. But what you do have is, I think, a completely new set of players who are coming into Arena, which I'm really excited to kind of, you know, from a content side, help new warriors and just general classic players get into arena for YouTube and stuff like that. And from a sort of play style level, I'm just excited to see that see arena at its complete peak because I think a lot of people are going to be interested in playing arena. It's one of the big selling features for TBC at least, and there's a lot of classic players who do PvP that and BGs and stuff like that that have probably not stepped foot in an arena for many years. They came back for Classic from MOP or whatever or WOD, and they've been on Classic for the last 2 years and have kind of forgotten what arenas are like. And I think arenas are super exciting, and it's going to be a really really cool sort of experiencing so many people back. What I think will suck is if there's too much of a boosting meta, although I think that might be one thing that TBC might have over the other expansions, because right now it's really easy to boost people. Like I can just like log on, um, like my twos is personal rating, right? Like it's not my main twos. I don't have to leave twos groups to play with people. I don't have to leave my threes if I wanted to boost people in threes, stuff like that. But in TBC, from what I remember, you have to be on the same server. Firstly, you have to be in the same faction. So you can't do cross realm. So if you're buying a boost, it'd have to be someone on your server. It would also, require that person to leave their team, which could be a pretty big deal because you can get gladiator titles from what's it called, twos as well as fives and threes and stuff like that. So pretty big deal to leave your team. And finally, you will have to go and grind out a lot of games, get that rating up for that person, and then they're gonna have to find a way to keep that rating up. So they're probably gonna have to keep you sort of almost on commission to get the arena points out, unless they've already kind of got all their arena points ready to buy in the certain items that require rating. So in a way, I think it might be. really refreshing to just see genuine teams again. From trade chats, stuff like that. Been talking to a whole bunch of different people who are, um, getting into the sort of LFG scene as well, like making startups, tech, all this kind of stuff. Similar to squad OV sort of lens. Um, and they're really like, I think that's such a perfect testing spot for like an LFG tool, because when you're on trade chat, it's really hard. Like there's literally no LFG tool for PvP. So on TBC, so being able to have some sort of function where you can find people is going to be really good. Uh, what I'm going to be doing over the next sort of couple of months leading up to it is kind of doing more of a breakdown, um, kind of providing some of my opinions on what maybe the most optimal playstyle of warrior is on TBC, based on, I guess, the new understanding of metas and all this kind of stuff. I think a lot of things will change up. I know private servers, like a lot of classic people will say that private servers dominated like the meta in classic WoW, for like raiding and stuff like that, but largely from pretty competitive players I know who have played private servers. The this You just don't have much of an arena population, so the skill difference, the amount of different ideas being tested on private servers for TBC and Wrath, are going to be kind of limited. I think you're going to see when retail players could jump onto TBC, especially like rank ones and stuff like that. A lot of different ideas being pushed around, a lot of different things happening there that might have not been played or really considered back in the day, or even on private servers. So I'd be really interested to have a look. I'm going to be doing a bit of a breakdown on what my predictions for the meta will look like, all this kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys are playing in TBC, because I'd be interested as well. And most of you guys playing Warriors as well. I know, most of you guys are Warrior mains, because hopefully we can publish this. And do you think I should maybe make a second channel for that instead of using this main one? I'm still undecided on that. I like having it for the main channel because you have everything everywhere, but it could be better coming for a second channel, because I still will be publishing retail content as well, and playing retail arenas too. That's one big regret with Classic is I quit retail WoW, and then wasn't able to experience season 2 or 3 of BFA, and I think if I kept playing at those times, I'd be a much better player. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on TBC? Are you playing? Are you not? Do you think it's going to be shit? Do you think it's going to be fun? And what class are you playing? All right, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.